All right, so we're about to go on the different part of Cholul. This is a side I have not shown before. There's a lot of new development going on in that area as well. Today is Easter Sunday, so there's not a lot of traffic out. So Kim is driving, Merida's favorite driver. Not, yeah, what? Yeah, you know, you know what time it is.
Let me smell my brakes.
Yeah, they're hateful. So we're on our way to pick up Charlie. She spent the night. I don't know if I said that already, but she spent the night at her friend's house. So we're just leaving the mall and all of that. And so I'm just gonna let this camera run for a few minutes and let you see what this area looks like. This is traditionally how we come home to going towards Concal. So we're about 6 minutes away. Like I say, this is a side of Cholul that I had not shown. There's a side where you have to cross over this little highway to get to the other side, and there's a lot of new development going on over there. So we gonna let you see. But everything is closed today. It's been relatively quiet. But we found some stuff to get into. We went back to Grand Plaza, which is a mall here on the north side of town. And they added a whole lot of new stores in there, a lot of new restaurants in the food court. So it was kind of interesting to see just all of the changes that were made in the 6 months since we moved from over there. Because that mall was across the street from my house, so we were always over there. See, I already doing too much. Extra. Yeah, every time. I always got something going on. Always got something. It's always the next guy's fault. You know what I'm saying?
I just said I thought it was
blah, 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 blah. So anyhow, all right, so here we are. We're on this side. As you can see a lot of signs. This is all kinds of signs. You're talking about the new development, all the new communities that are here and new ones that are coming up. And it's a lot, y'all. So again, this is completely separate. This is not near the square or the center of Cholul. This is way far away from that other side. So check that out. A lot of them, most of these are providers. That look like a more traditional house. That didn't look like no wood house.
Oh yeah, I saw that house one time. I thought that was like more of a traditional house.
So as you can see, I can say, this is almost like Concal with all these providers and stuff like that. They got them on both sides, and this is that place where we got some birria, the tacos. Really nice eating over there. So there's all of this stuff you see over here ain't gonna be here in a couple of years. It's gonna be completely different. All this is undeveloped. But like I say, you see all these signs. There's a school down there, I believe, too, a private school further down this road. There's a lot of growth out here. So you see all these trees come back 2 years from now, it's going to be non-existent. You can see all these developments. So like I say, Merida is booming right now. It's literally booming. Providers and more. And like I say, you're going to see this all up and down this street, all over this area. It's some beautiful subdivisions. We won't be able to go in, unfortunately, but I'm just showing you the side, outside. I wish we could go in, but Charlie's going to be meeting us at the gate. But I just wanted to kind of show you that there's another side. You probably will ideally need a car out here in this part of town, but again, you can get some good deals right now in this area and save yourself some money, because the price is just going to continue to rise. That each year that go by, it's just going to cost more and more and more and more. Missed your turn.
No, I didn't.
So like I say, it looks a little rough around the edges now, but all of this going to be something else. And this is a very pretty subdivision right here. Go straight down there. Let me see what's down there. We have retrieved the asset. We have received the asset.
Do you want to pass for the
We're gonna ride on down here since we're out here.
Turn the
See
window up, baby. That
see
ain't
what's
good.
around.
Ma,
What?
can you pass for the OXXO?
Do what?
Can you pass for the OXXO?
Are you asking me to stop by the OXXO?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, on our way out. You can just hear your dad say,
Magnolia.
ride down.
There's another subdivision here. I wish we can go up in that bad boy. One day I'm gonna pay a real estate agent to take us inside of about 3 to 5 providers to tour around. If y'all like to consider making a small donation, go ahead. The Cash App, I put it on the screen. I'm on, like I said, I use these donations to pay for some of this stuff.
It looks like this is
Oh, that one, with that one open, it drive through there like we own the place. Just drive through that bad boy. I saw a gate open. Just whip this bad boy around. You gotta pretend like you confident. You gotta pretend like you own the spot. Whip this bad boy around and go up and down. I saw one with the gate open. Sometimes you just gotta act like you own the joint. Doggone it, I'm Cartel Ross. You just tell them my name, we going through. You understand? If they don't let you through, you're on your own. Tell them you're going to see Sam. Yep, roll. Just roll. Don't slow down. Keep going. There you go.
There's no one in there. They're still building. Duh.
So we out here in this neighborhood. Beautiful neighborhood. This is fairly new. It's not being developed. It's already developed. They got guards in that gate every day. Yeah, this is where Leah live. Used to live. But the house she had a whole bunch of problems. Landlord just didn't completed. And so she ended up moving out. A friend of hers found this spot for. Ain't this nice, y'all? I think she had a pretty good deal on this place too. This one here is for sale. I'm gonna get the number and I'm gonna find out how much they selling it for.
You got the number?
Yep. Go right there, get that rental right there too. Now you definitely gonna need a car out here, cause as you saw coming up here, there ain't no
You got it?
yeah. There's not any I like how they got that little roundabout right there. There's not any stores out here, so you're gonna definitely need a car. Uber, you're gonna be waiting a lifetime for them to get out here to get you. I see a couple of houses out here on the back side with some solar panels. But yeah, like I say, make a donation if you're finding our content helpful, and we'll continue. Like sometimes I gotta pay these agents. I see the cameras right there. You gotta pay these agents for their time. I don't like wasting their time just having them come out and show me stuff with the idea that somebody want to see it. Nah, so I pay them for their time. That way, when I call on them, you know, they're like, oh yeah, we'll get you anywhere you want to get into, you know. So I try and pay for their day, to make it worthwhile. See that nice?
It is nice. Nice part.
Turn left right here.
Is that for rent or that's for sale?
I think this was the house, Lynn. It was on the other street. So empty lots, but they, as you can see, they filling up fast. And so, like I said, I just want to repeat, this is nowhere near the Cholul with the center where the church cathedral is at, the market and all of that stuff. None of that is nearby, but this is still Cholul. And this is about 10 minutes outside of the Periférico, very, very close to the main to the Periférico. But you're gonna need a car, because once you come out of this community, there's nothing out here. You're gonna have to drive about 10 minutes to get to the grocery store, which is the only one close by now is Super Arquee. But there's rumors out there saying that there's gonna be a bodega being built out here. Walmart is being built out here in the Concal area, which is close by. So a person won't have to go. Now, the benefit is here you're, like I say, right at the Periférico. So you can be at the mall, Alta Brisa Mall, in 10, 15 minutes tops. There's a grocery store there, Soriana. There's a Super Arcade about 10 minutes away from here. I don't know. Okay, this must be the sales center.
You want me to go left?
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all want me to go left? Want her to go left? Yeah, go on here. Let's see what else is down here. What you trying to get from Athos, Charles? Girl, why you ain't tell us to get you no drink? We was in there.
It's more expensive in the 7-Eleven later. I'm just gonna get the wrong one.
So like I said, as you can see, there's nothing out here. So it's not like you walking out here and getting some tacos. You're not walking out here getting any sodas or chips. You're not walking out here to get some chicken from the man on the corner. Nada. There's nada. Yeah, right all up in that mug. See what's all with this roll wrap up. But like I say, all of this ain't gonna be here. This is good again if you got a car. Some of you like living out in the rural area. I like living out here in the rural area. So this out here is fine for us, but we do have a car. Yeah, there's a lot of dumping going on out here. And this is what happens when there's a lot of rural stuff out here. You know, not in the rural side, but when there's a lot of development going on, folks just dump stuff out here. A lot of the construction, they just dump. But like I said, 2 years, all that gonna be gone because you ain't gonna see nothing but houses out here. Look at this coming up. See what I mean? They just building. They building.
They're gonna definitely have to widen this road.
Oh yeah, that road will get widened. Whole nother subdivision wrapped behind these bricks right here.
Maybe those are the ones that we just passed by. Yeah. Those are the ones we just passed.
Alright, you could just follow it on back to the house and it'll take us a different route. What's all this? I don't know what I'll just say follow the GPS. Turn it right there. Go ahead and swing it on. New development everywhere. Like they're gonna build a couple of shops right there. Like this says it's gonna be 48 units over here. Just looking at the sign that's on the ground. Like I say, you see these big old billboards here. A lot of times these subdivisions, they give you some deals while they still in the building phase. And this is another. Not unusual to run up on dirt roads in these new developments. It'll probably be paved in a couple of years. That's a thing here in Mexico. You know what I mean? This is the real, y'all. This is what they don't show you. The real estate agents that want to show you all the pretty stuff. But like all these houses you see, these houses probably cost a couple of $100,000 US, maybe 150,000. But even with all of that, with all these buildings, they still got these dirt roads. So that is a common thing. Takes a while for them to pave it, and like I say, it could be 1, 2, 3 years down the road as they build more houses. Like on this right hand side, as more units go up, at some point they will eventually put a paved road down. So don't be surprised if you're putting this in your head. Think about it. Don't be surprised that it might be a couple of years after you buy your house and move in before that happens. That is a thing here. So not an issue. The locals know about it. Mexicans and other parts of it, this is a thing. But it will eventually get done. great driver here, Miss Kim. You know what I mean? Speak those things as if they were, as though they were.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back out. We made it. We survived. And once again, y'all, I keep telling y'all this over and over again. Just rent a car. Get out here and drive. The driving is much easier out here in the suburbs. When you get outside the perimeter, the drive, I mean, look at it. Well, it's Sunday, so ain't many folks on the road, but this kind of driving out here much easier because there's less folks out here and folks ain't driving as fast, and it's pretty good.
This fast? They drive the same way every day, regardless.
I understand. So all this land is for sale. Land for sale. Land for sale. That's what those signs say up there. Land for sale. I left a comment earlier today. You know, I know some people, they're living on their retirement, fixed income, and they're concerned about the fluctuating, the dollar up and down. Right now it's in a very bad state. So we're paying more. Still less than what we'll be spending in the States. So I'm not complaining too much. But some folks are like, well, I can't afford to get there because I would like to buy a house and get locked in. That way I don't have to worry about the fluctuating prices. The rent going up and down, and that's a very valid concern to have. So one of the things, and many folks don't have a quick $75,000, $100,000, or $200,000 to drop down and buy a property. You know, so one of the things I made mention of, you know, sometimes you just have to get real creative, and just put on that thinking cap. Write down some ideas, no matter how outrageous some of these ideas are. For example, one of the ideas that I talked about is oftentimes I meet people who talk about this idea of building like a compound or a community where a group of people get together, a group of 5 or 10 people get together, and they buy a slab of land and put some houses together. You know what I mean? And perhaps you could be that coordinator. You know, you say, hey, I'm gonna find some land and maybe I can put 10 properties on it, and you facilitate all of that, the building of it and all of that. And again, I'm just throwing some random ideas out there. You the facilitator, put this all together and mark up each of those lots by an extra 10,000 hypothetically. So if you got 10 people willing to go in and you're able to get it, and you're able to profit 10,000 for overseeing all of the work and the building or whatever, or 15,000. I mean, that gives you a quick 100,000, 150,000, and man, that's your house for free. Again, I'm just throwing some things out there without much thought. But if you think this through, it becomes a viable plan. There's people out there who want to do it. You wouldn't believe how many folks have reached out to me wanting to buy or build property for $60,000. They got quick $70,000 and they want to do something with it. They like, Cartel, I just need to give me a 2-bedroom house, a flat, and make it do what it do. So there's folks out there, and it may mean, once again, that's why I keep telling y'all, get on YouTube, make your own channel, start sharing some of these ideas. And there's going to be some like-minded folks who's interested in doing stuff like that. And so that was a side of Cholul I hadn't shown before. All of that undeveloped land at some point is going to be gone. It's going to be it's going to be unrecognizable. Unrecognizable.
Dog walking like Travis.
He might have jumped out that truck, that dog. He had to go back and get him. But all that stuff is going to be gone. All of it. And here's a sign right here. Natiba, that's in Cholul, from 2.4 million pesos. No, that's in Concal. That's up here in my neck of the woods. So I've already showed this strip a million times. This is me heading back into my house. And that's that. So, got questions? moveabroadandthrive.com. Want to talk? Book a consultation, moveabroadandthrive.com. Join our VIP, moveabroadandthrive.com/VIP. Looking at trying to figure out how to start a business online or set up your own channel and want to kind of get a head start on getting the business started before you actually move in the next 2 to 3 years, check out my personal website at www.cartesross.com. www.cartesross.com.